Hello, good afternoon. Welcome to this private session to help you learn more about the Ideal Directories platform and business opportunity. I'm Justin, one of the co-founders here at Ideal Directories, and today we're going to go over the entire platform, the entire opportunity from top to bottom. We're going to talk about how the program works. I'm going to walk you through some of the most important features in my mind. I'll show you how you can make money with your own business directory and coupon website. That's the big one. Here at Ideal, it's all about helping small businesses, and it's all about recurring revenue. If you're here, you know that businesses need help advertising online, and you know how important a recurring revenue business model is. Some of you are probably looking for something that's part-time or nights and weekends or some supplementary income, and that's perfectly fine. This is great for that. Others of you, however, might be eager to start a full-time gig, make this everything that they are going to be focusing their energy on, and I love that too. So we're going to talk about that today and a lot more. So let's this go on. But before we do me a favor real quick. I'm going to launch a poll here, and it'll help me learn a little bit more about what the audience looks like today. I'm actually a little bit curious if you are actually a couple of things I'm going to ask you. I'm kind of curious what your personal income goals are. For starting a directory. I'm also curious what part of the business you're most worried about. Those are getting published right now. If you wouldn't mind answering those two questions for me, it'll get us a feel for how our audience looks today. And while you do that, let's just take a quick look at some of the stuff that we are going to be getting into for today's discussion. The first thing we're going to talk about is, well, what is Ideal Directories? Pretty good place to start, right? And then after that, we're going to get some insight on how you make money. We'll even offer some coveted sales tips and suggestions that help you maximize your efforts. Then there's going to be a discussion on how to market your directory, which I know is an important question for many of you. Then we'll do a platform demonstration, which will give you a kind of behind-the-scenes look at the platform. We'll discuss the cost, what's involved in getting started, and then wrap it up with a live Q&A where you can ask anything that you would like. What I do want to take a quick look at right now is to make sure that you are all hooked up with the questions tab. That's how we're going to be communicating today. So you're going to type whatever you want, whenever you want. I have at least one or two moderators on the call with me today. So that means that your questions should hopefully get answered while I'm talking, even if I can't directly address them while I'm talking. And then, of course, at the end, we'll make sure that we take all those questions and reiterate them for the group so everyone can see what questions were asked, because I'm sure all of you have very intelligent questions. So let me just take a quick look at what you all put here. So the majority of you, actually, you guys are split. You're most worried about the sales and marketing aspect of the business and not really worried about the technical stuff or making time. We get that a lot. The sales and marketing kind of go hand in hand. I think those are two things that if you come to the table with some experience, you're not sweating it. If you don't, then fortunately for you, we have a lot of resources available to you to help you understand that better. And I want you guys who wrote sales and marketing questions or concerns to make sure that you ask about those concerns. We're here today to answer your questions. I don't know exactly what you have in mind in terms of a sales concern or a marketing concern. I'm hopefully going to answer those questions today during our chat, but if not, please post the question. Even if you want to post it right now, and if I answer it later, then so be it. But again, we do have moderators here who are going to help me. And it looks like, wow, the majority of you here today are here to make this a full-time income thing. The rest of you are split between $1,000 and $3,000 a month. So everyone here is looking to take this pretty seriously, it seems. No one's just looking to cover their car payment. Everyone here is looking to take this and go full steam ahead. So that's really good to hear. All right, good. So then I'm gonna focus a little bit more on that today. I'm gonna talk about what it means to be full-time. We're gonna talk about hiring people and stuff like that. So post all of your questions. We will get to every single one of them. Brett, Tanya, Sharath, thank you for already posting those questions. Please keep them coming. We're going to get them answered. All right. Let's move on. What is Ideal Directories? Great question, right? Ideal Directories lets you own a hyper-local community website that features local businesses, coupons, promotions, deals, and events in and around your neighborhood, community, town, or city. So now you are going to make money selling business listings on your site. Now, the exposure they get is very, very valuable. So businesses get what's called a business profile listing, which is packed with photos, videos, testimonials, and more, which I'm going to show you in a little while here. Plus, you can sell them ads. The more listings and ads you sell, the more money you make. Very simple. Now, we've invested a lot into this platform and the business model as well to make sure that you're having everything you need to hit the ground running from day one. You're not just buying some software from us, and I think that will become very clear as we progress here today. So that was relatively quick and painless, but now you know what it is. So you know what, but what about the why? Okay, why start a local business directory and coupon website for your town and city, and why now? So I'll tell you. Creating a local business directory and coupon website is quite honestly the perfect opportunity, and I'll tell you what I mean by that. It's perfect for local businesses because they get effective, affordable advertising that they can easily understand and easily appreciate. You're offering to them a flat monthly fee for an unlimited amount of traffic and leads for their business that's targeting the local area that they serve. Perfect. It's also perfect for local consumers and for local shoppers because it helps them find all the local deals, discounts, reviews, events, everything from local businesses. Perfect. And it's also perfect for you because with Ideal Directories, you can start and run an online business with no technical experience, no prior knowledge, all while setting your own prices and calling your own shots. Perfect. And that's, I think, a pretty good segue into talking about how you make money. So as we just stated, you make money selling business listings on your site. Because it's much less expensive than traditional advertising like newspaper ads or direct mail, it's a heck of a lot easier to sell. Take a look at the screenshot, okay? This is the business profile listing I just mentioned. Each business who appears on your site gets a listing like this. It's got the name of the business, their phone number, their address, map with directions, website links, reviews, hours of operation, social media connections, the payment methods they accept, about information, coupons, events, promotions, a contact form, menus, videos, and a lot more. There's a lot that's packed into this profile listing. And this is almost like a little mini website that puts the business in the best possible light with all the most important information front and center. And businesses get all this for one monthly price that you can set yourself. Now, the average price that our clients are generally selling listings for is $50 a month per business. But of course, you can set your own prices and charge however much you want. That's your decision. Regardless of how much you decide to charge, I want to make sure you know that businesses can sign up for and create these listings themselves, paying with a credit or debit card right through your site with automatic monthly recurring payments that get deposited into your bank account immediately, and you get to keep 100% of the revenue. So let's do some math. The chart on this slide illustrates exactly how much money you can make if you charge an average of just $50 a month for each business to be listed on your site. Okay, now remember, this amount is just a suggestion. You can charge businesses whatever you want. But you can also earn additional income by selling banner ads on your website. For the sake of this conversation, let's focus just on the sale of the listings, okay? So starting on the left side of this screen, or this chart, which I think is over here, right? Because that's, my left is different than I'm in the camera, so this is the left. All right. So if you sell just 25 advertisers, can I circle this? Yes, I can. You sell just 25 local businesses, multiply that by $50 a month. You're at $12.50 per month. Okay. We're already at the point where you guys said this is what I want to make as my minimum, right? No one here said $500 a month, did they? No. Everyone's like $500 a month. Forget that. I need 1,000, baby. Let's do this. So there you go. You just hit $1,000 by selling 25 businesses. Okay? That's nothing. 25 businesses is nothing. There are hundreds, if not thousands of businesses in even the smallest markets. I don't care what area you're serving. Everyone has the potential to sell a lot more than 25 listings. 100, 200, even 1,000. Totally doable. And this chart illustrates that the income potential is big, and so are the margins, because we only charge you guys a flat fee for your site and the platform. you'll pay the same amount, whether you have 25 listings or 250 listings sold on your site. That's one of the things that makes this a very scalable business model. We're all looking for scalable businesses that we don't have to continuously put in additional work with every client we take on. And that's exactly, this is a great example of that. So who's intimidated? Raise your hand. No one. That's what I thought. Okay, look. We're talking about making sales that are give or take $50 to a business who are accustomed to spending a lot more than that on advertising. So when it comes to selling these listings, you guys asked about sales, so let's talk about it. It's simple, it's straightforward, and it's affordable. Nonetheless, I do have some quick tips and suggestions to share with you today. And the first one is you got to think long term. Okay, some people get caught up, first of all, let me get this out there. This is not a get rich quick scheme. Okay, you are not going to be an overnight success. I can guarantee you that. Can you launch your site by tomorrow using our platform? Yes. Will you make your first $1,000 tomorrow? Not likely. You got to look at your year-over-year revenue. If you guys all have goals of 1,000 to 3,000 or more per month, you have to be realistic with how long it's going to take you to get there. It's not going to be tomorrow. Okay. Once you get yourself into a groove though, and you're selling, whatever it is, one listing per week, for example, guess what? That's 50 listings in the year, right? So now you've just gotten double of what we showed you in that first screen of the $1,250 a month. You're at $2,500 a month. So there you go. We're making at least a third of you guys happy who put in $1,000 a month. All right, that's one per week. Now, none of you said you were concerned with the amount of time you have to put into this, so that shouldn't be a problem. Pretty good deal for some simple sales, offering affordable local advertising to small businesses. Now, here's something else, okay? I teased this before. Hire a sales rep. You want to go full-time with this, people? You want to get your $3,000 a month or more? Get someone to help you get there. You can accelerate the process of bigger revenue numbers. You can bring on commission sales reps on board to do the work with you or for you, okay? You can incentivize them with each sale. And we have some suggestions about this, by the way. If you look in the resources section of your dashboard when you get signed up, you are going to see that you have the ability to compensate your salespeople in a very reasonable way that allows both of you to come out ahead. Now, I've got another tip for you. Regardless of who's doing the sales, I don't care. You are a sales rep. I want to help you out by telling you who you can start targeting. The truth is that, look, every business can benefit from being listed on your site. Every single business. But I want to give you a quick rundown of the industries that most people go to first and why. So let's go through them together, okay? We are recording this, but I want you to take some notes on this because I think this is going to make more sense if you are writing some of this down. And you'll see what I mean in a second, okay? So let's talk about industries. We're getting very specific here. The first is restaurants. And can I display this on my screen? It'd be wonderful if I could do that. There we go. Restaurants. Restaurants are known to invest heavily in local advertising. They have a lot of competition to beat out. Remember, now restaurants is a broad category, not just Italian restaurants and barbecue restaurants and diners and stuff, but it also encompasses delis, sushi, gourmet food shops, ice cream shops, bagel shops, bakeries, and a heck of a lot more. So it's huge, huge industry. Next, home improvement. Now, we're generally talking big ticket purchases. So they're often willing to invest more in advertising to land their next client. Everyone from painters, electricians, interior designers, upholstery cleaning, solar panel companies, landscapers, chimney cleaning, garage door repairs, jot some of these down, fit into this segment. Then professional services. So these are your lawyers, your accountants, your tax prep people, business consultants, private investigators, mortgage brokers, life coaches, insurance agents, web designers. There's so many of these types. And the thing about them is that they're all generally based from home or from small offices without really like a storefront or that street traffic and exposure that other businesses can benefit from. So they really need all the online exposure that they can possibly get. Now let's talk automotive services, okay? They rely on trust amongst a very local clientele. Nobody wants to travel far for auto repair, and they want to be able to trust what they say is wrong with the car. So directory listings help them build credibility and trust while making themselves known to the local community. This segment includes your mechanics, your body shops, tile and wheel repair, towing companies, detailing services, and a heck of a lot more. We're only halfway through, guys, so stick with me here. Healthcare providers, also super highly competitive, wide range of demographics that they appeal to. Think about all the family practices, the dentists, the plastic surgeons, the oral surgeons, the psychiatrists, medical spas, veterinarians, chiropractors, acupuncturists, physical therapists. They're all vying for new patients in your area. This market's big and their pockets are generally deep. Next, let's move on to retail. So we got retail stores, beauty salons, boutiques. These are all like the mom and pop shops that every town is known for. They have generally pretty intense competition from larger franchises and some big box retailers, so they need our help. I don't care if it's a jeweler, a hair salon, a sporting goods store, a barber shop, or wine store. They need you. Now, the next two categories, in my opinion, kind of get overlooked a bit. The first one is childcare and educational services. Let's group those together for a second, okay? So these are going to be your daycare, your tutoring, children's fitness and gymnastics classes, early learning programs, kids' party places. They all thrive on trust and reliability. Parents do a ton of research before making a decision on where they're going to send their kids. So the more they see about a business in this segment, the more convinced that they become. Last but not least, outdoor activities. Look, especially during a pandemic and the time after it, and who knows what's going on with this spike again. Outdoor activities, huge increase in interest. You know, your social distancing is perfect for that. And they're kind of being catapulted into digital right now. So they have to capitalize on this movement. They need all the exposure online that they can get. You know, your wineries, this includes your petting zoos, breweries, boat tours, amusement parks, mini golf and fishing charters. There's so many. And as I'm kind of going through this list, people often tell me, holy cow, I didn't realize how vast the opportunity actually was in terms of local businesses, right? And these are just our top recommendations. Now, I want you to think about something for a second here. I just gave you the top 8 industries. And I probably gave you at least 5 examples for each. So I gave you a total of about 40 business types just now. If you sold just one listing to each of these business types and you charge them $50 a month, that's your $2,000 a month right there. Okay? Totally doable. You can do this. Now let's turn our attention to a very popular question that people ask us, and we love to hear this question because it shows you're thinking. No insult to those of you who are not pondering this, by the way, but the question is, how do you market your business directory website? Now, apparently a lot of you were asking this in the beginning because you expressed marketing as a key concern. And it makes perfect sense, right? You want to know, how are you going to get this website out there? How are you going to get people to see it, businesses to appreciate it? How is that all going to happen? So here's the good thing. Once you sign up, you are going to get access to a professionally designed sales and marketing material collateral. It's a bundle, really. We got flyers and brochures, all this fun stuff. We have, you're going to see it all. We have a lot of different stuff. This is one example. What you're seeing right now is one of our 4-page brochures. It's beautiful. And this is actually an 11 by 17 that folds up to an 8.5 by 11. It looks really, really sharp. You can even send it as a JPEG or something like that in an email if you're going to do email marketing. But now we also give you access to this ebook that gives you the 100 ways to market your business directory website. Some of my favorite tactics: social media marketing. I don't care if it's Facebook, Instagram, or whatever gram, you can find and build an online community of business owners and shoppers for free with just a little time and effort in front of your computer or cell phone. It's honestly one of the most efficient, fun, creative ways to market your site. Another one I really like is going to be business-to-business networking, specifically with the local Chamber of Commerce. So now your local Chamber of Commerce, for those of you who don't know, is a group of business owners in your town or city that gather regularly to network, build relationships, and help each other out. Lots of them do business within the group, with each other. And it's a great way to rub elbows with the people who could be potential clients of yours. Another favorite that I have, and by the way, a lot of chambers of commerce meetings are happening all virtual right now, which is super easy to make time for. Another one I like is door-to-door sales. So talking with and visiting local businesses is not only a great way to close a deal, but it's also a great way to talk about the website. Because think about this, every time you pitch your site to a local business, you're actually spreading the word in your community. You are doing your own marketing by pitching your site, by making the sales pitches. So we all know that marketing and sales go hand in hand. This is probably the best example of that. And a lot of you may be wondering, but hold on a second. Don't I need to first get traffic to my site in order to start selling listings? What's the deal here? The answer to that question is a big fat no. You don't need traffic to start selling. Look, if a potential client raises this concern, just be prepared. And here's a simple way to address this. And I did a separate video on this not too long ago. You could watch it on our site. But the gist of it is this. First, you got to be honest. Acknowledge that the site is in fact brand new, but tell them about your goals. You might say something like, well, we don't have a lot of traffic right now. We have goals of growing our site and getting thousands of local visitors every month. We're not there yet, but we have plans in place to get there. Then talk about your marketing plans. Discuss what you'll be doing. Everything from optimizing the site for local search, getting active on social media, looking at sponsorship opportunities in the community, along with networking. Assure them that you're going to do everything you can to make the site a true community resource so they get the value that they're paying for. You can also highlight your low pricing. Remind them that the rates you're showing them today are introductory and that they won't stay this way when you come closer to and achieve your traffic goals. But you might incentivize them to sign up now by promising them to keep their introductory rates in place for the life of your business relationship. That's a really important thing. It's one of the best sales techniques I can give you. When you're first starting out, say, look, my price is whatever, $49 a month right now. We have plans to have this price at $149 a month, but if you sign up now while our prices are $49, even if you stay a client of mine for 7 years, you will never pay more than $49 a month. That's a pretty big promise. That's very attractive to a small business owner who's trying to keep their expenses in check. Now, finally, don't forget to sell yourself. Okay, people don't just buy into your site; they buy into you. So be a human. Talk about your passion for helping local businesses. Why did you start the site? Talk about the time spent growing up or raising a family in the area. Talk about your genuine desire to offer affordable advertising options for local businesses. Assure them that as a fellow local business owner who wants to see the economy succeed in this area, you're going to work your butt off to make this site a success. And at that point, you actually might find them happy and even eager to share the site with their friends and their family. So that's important. It's so much easier to sell something to someone when they like you. All right, let's take a moment to look at the platform in a little bit more detail. I'm going to attempt to switch my screen without a hitch, but I know that's not possible. So bear with me a second here. How am I going to do this effectively? Sorry, guys, just hang on a second. Oh, and I disappeared. That's always good. Sit tight with me just for a second. I'll get this. I'll get it. Keep those questions coming in, by the way. All right. There we go. All right, cool. So this is what the public site looks like. So when you get your site set up, it's going to start off looking just like this. And you're going to have the ability to change the colors and change out the logo and change this image back here and change all this text and whatever you want to do. But I want to talk to you about the experience that people are going to have. So when they come to your site, they can immediately conduct a search for a local businesses, type in whatever they want, search by category, to pop in their location, whatever. Scroll down and you can see the businesses that are featured on the homepage. These are the businesses who are paying you a little bit extra to have this homepage exposure. You have a very simple navigation on the site. There's only 6 pages on the site. And if you conduct a search or click browse listings, you're going to get taken to a page like this where we feature all the businesses listed out. And this can be sorted and stuff like that. And you heard me talking about this, this business profile that they get. And here is essentially what it is. It's a page devoted entirely to them with a slideshow of images and their average star rating and their hours of operation and the map with directions and payment methods they accept and about and reviews and a contact form and coupons and deals and events and all this fun stuff that will give people a great understanding of what the business does and what they're capable of offering. You also have a coupons and deals page, which is going to pull in all the coupons from all of your listings into one screen. You have an events page, which does the same thing, takes all the events from all the listings, pops them right in here. Excuse me. You have an About Us page, which helps you tell your story, and an Advertise page, which allows people to actually come here, select their plan, click Get Started, and sign up for their listing right from here. You can also have claimable listings, which allow people to find their listing, click claim, and then pay for it. Super easy. Now, the dashboard itself, your administrative backend is going to look like this. So I'm going to go over a couple of quick basics with you. The first thing is going to be this dashboard where you get a bird's eye view of what's going on with your site. You have the ability to, of course, like I said, change out your logo, change colors and fonts. It's all very simple and done here with just a couple of clicks. You also have the ability to manage your plans. So this is where you set your pricing and determine what the names of each of your plans are and the colors associated with them, the prices associated with them. You can set separate monthly prices and yearly prices. So when people sign up, they can choose monthly or yearly and then pay for that. Lots of people do choose to go with the yearly plan, so make it an attractive offer. I'll answer any questions you guys have about that. You're in total control of the categories that are featured on your site. And then each individual listing can be easily modified or edited or changed right from here. All you have to do is click Edit Listing, and then you can populate or modify any of the content. Great part about this is the same experience that the business owner is going to have when they're logged in to make changes to their listing. So that's one of the benefits you can give them is they get 24/7 access to update every element of their listing whenever they want. So it's very simple. You just select, whatever it is, their hours of operation, change it. Coupons and deals, add one or whatever. And it's all done through here. Going back to your dashboard, you can also add listings from here and check out this. We have something called prospecting tool. Not sure who you're going to sell business listings to. Someone give me a city and state real quick. City and state. In the Q&A box. City and state. Who's going to do it? Who's going to be the first? Oh, my questions are, can't do it. Whoa, hey, yo, I got like 17 at one time. All right. I'm assuming KCMO is Kansas City, Missouri. So want to do that? Oh, White Plains. All right. New Yorker. All right. So check it out. Kansas City, Missouri, as opposed to Kansas City, Kansas, right? I know you guys kind of like one and the same, but not really. So we spoke about restaurants, right? We said, oh yeah, restaurants is a great industry to go after. Check this out. I click search. Now, in your dashboard, we're going to give you a nice long list of all the restaurants in and around Kansas City. So this is what's actually going to allow you to be able to figure out which businesses you want to add to your site. Check this out. All I got to do, let's take this one, for example. All I got to do is go into here, put them into restaurants and food service, click create listing. And just like that, I now have a listing on my site for however I pronounce this, El Pulgarcito Express, like that. And that's it. So now, of course, you can add additional information, right? You can go and edit this listing and populate the photos and whatever coupons you can find about them and get this up to speed. But for one click got you to this point. Pretty good, right? So this is going to help you actually figure out where your opportunities are. And this is going to work. I don't care where you're located. This is going to work for you, okay? This is built into your dashboard. One of the really cool functionalities that you're going to benefit from when you're in the dashboard. I hurt my shoulder, and that actually just hurt me. To do this just hurt my shoulder. Okay. So statistics, you can see what's going on with the site. You can see how many visitors are coming to the site and categories and revenue you're bringing in and all this fun stuff. Very straightforward, very easy to understand. That's why I know none of you said you were concerned about the technical aspect of this, and maybe it's because you already watched some of our demo videos. It's simple, okay? This is designed for anyone to be able to get up and running as quickly as possible. I'll take any questions that you guys have about this at the end. Let's get back into what we wanted to make sure that we covered. So I am now going to stumble my way back into the presentation view so that we can look at what it's so silly that I have to disable screen sharing just to switch my screen. That does not make any sense, but we'll see. All right. Boom, we're back in it. Okay, let's move on. Let's talk about what's involved in terms of getting started, the cost involved. Let's discuss. So we have two plans right now. I know you're seeing three, and you're like, Justin, there's three there. I know. I'm going to talk about it in a second, but traditionally we have two plans. Essentially, the ability to pay monthly and an option to pay yearly. Our monthly plan, $199 a month with an additional $199 setup fee. Our yearly plan is $19.90 for the year. However, we are running a big promotion. That makes the third one. That's the middle one. That's the green one. And this is going to, okay, I can't see what I'm doing. I'm just going to do this and then that. Okay. Perfect. So this green one waives the entire additional $199 setup fee on the monthly plan. So what this allows you to do is to come in and pay only your first month of $199, and that's it. But do act quickly though, because this is a limited time offer. This plan does, I will say, give you everything that you need to get started, quite frankly. All the features are included in this plan. You get a couple of bonuses for going for the yearly, and you can save some money in the long term. But if you just want to get up and running ASAP, and you don't or aren't willing to go with the yearly fee, start with the monthly fee. This special is making it super, super attractive to do that. Now, oh, there we go. I just circled it for you. Nice if I had done that while I was talking. So let's clear this up here. So you're paying for a platform on a monthly basis. It's our software, but you're starting your own business. I want to remind you that your site is 100% your business, right? We don't tell you how to run it. You can set your own prices. You can charge however much you want. There's no hidden royalties. There's no hidden franchise fees. We keep our hands out of your pockets. The software is also white labeled. That means no one will know that you're using our platform behind the scenes. And of course, we built the software to be incredibly user-friendly, so there's no experience required to get started. The best part is that our pricing includes everything you need, and I'll explain. You don't have to worry about any of the technical stuff because we give you your own turnkey website that you can put your own domain name on right away. We provide super secure cloud hosting. The entire site is hosted by us in the cloud in a secure environment with an SSL certificate and everything you'd expect. It's fully mobile optimized for all devices and always will be. So you're never going to have to reinvest in how your site looks or works in order for it to be compatible with the latest technology. You get professionally designed marketing material to help you promote your business. Just slap your logo on it and update the pricing to match yours, and you're cruising along with professional, nice marketing material. You also get expert training and support that you can reach out to anytime. Our support team is very talented in being able to address your concerns and get to them quickly and succinctly. We also have the built-in payment processing, right? So that means that your clients can sign up themselves by putting in their credit card information or debit card, whatever. It's all here. It's all ready to go. All you have to do is go out and sell. Now, here are a few tips for success that I'd like to share with you before we wrap this up. Get your questions ready. First, get started right away, please. Maybe you have a friend or a family member who runs a business. Put together a listing for them, okay? Building a real listing for a real business will really help you get familiar with the platform and build up your confidence. And never stop generating leads. Create a target number of leads every day for yourself. Maybe it's 20, 40, 80, 100, I don't know. The more leads that you have, the more sales that you can generate. It's simply a numbers game. Remember to utilize the concept of a free listing. Something free is always nice. Let them know that you don't require a payment to show them what you're capable of offering them. Next tip is to pick a niche. So maybe you have personal experience working in a restaurant, then target restaurants. If you have a passion for gardening, then target landscapers. Focus on what you know and make a success of it. One thing I want to emphasize is take advantage of the sales and marketing material that you get access to when you first sign up. There you're going to find our flyers, brochures, sales scripts, all that stuff that you can customize and start using to promote your business immediately. And be sure not to undervalue or underprice your services. You're offering business owners a substantial value proposition. So sell with confidence that this is the best deal going, because it probably is. And stay on track, stay committed. If you follow our steps to success, you can get there if you're persistent. Finally, my last tip for you, utilize our support, please. We're here to help you make sure you have every chance at being successful. So reach out to our support team, because that's what it's there for. And that's it. So now you know how the program works. You know what's included. You know what's involved. You know how to get started. But you probably still have questions, because I've been seeing them come through. So let's address them. All right. So let's go over here. Now, Brian's been doing a great job of getting your questions answered for you. I'm going to go through and find the ones that I think that perhaps the most of you will have concerns about, and I am going to reiterate those. So I'm going to see if I can start from the beginning and do this here. All right. So, Tanya said, I got to hop off at 12:30. Is it going to be recorded? Yes, it will be. You're good. So you're probably already hopped off at this point. So, yeah, Brett is saying, my biggest thing is I need a catchy pitch. I want to see, what it's like to actually pitch a site. So here's the deal, Brett. All right, let me just pretend for a moment. And I'm not going to go too deep into this, but I got to change my screen again. All right, pretend we're looking at that business listing. All right, and you're going to go to whatever, Jimmy John's restaurant, and say, hey, Jimmy John, I want to spend a couple minutes with you showing you a listing I put together for your business. It's got all the best information about your business. It's featured on our site, and it's designed to give you the most local exposure amongst local consumers. It's super affordable. I just want to go over what it looks like with you, so you can see with your own eyes what you can get for a low monthly fee. And you show them the homepage, the listing that you have for them. Now, what's cool about that is the ability to see something before they buy it is very, very helpful, right? If they can see their brand, their imagery, their coupons, their deals, their reviews, their 5-star ratings, their contact, all that stuff that's just about them, it feeds their ego and makes them really want it. But even if you do that, Brett, it's not a guarantee that you're going to have that sale. So now what you do, if they say no, or I'm not sure, or maybe, or whatever, this is not a long drawn out pitch. Okay. When you're showing someone a listing for their business, you're primarily showing it to them, and it kind of does the speaking for you. But let's just say they don't decide to move forward. So here's what you do. Now you go into that prospecting tool I showed you. You put in restaurants, and you find all the other restaurants. And now you shop around that Jimmy John's restaurant to all the other restaurants and say, hey, I'm reaching out to you from whatever, mytownlocal.com. And I want to show you what we're doing for one of your competitors. I want to give you the ability to have the exact same exposure that they have on our website, with all of your photos, your menu, your testimonials and coupons and events and everything else. And it only costs $49 a month. Can I get you signed up? They're currently owning this restaurant category right now, and I could put you in there to share the spotlight with them. That's a very effective pitch. And by the way, Brett, when we do kickoff calls, which we do every single week or almost every week for all of our newest clients, we go over some of this stuff in even more detail. And of course, you'll have access to all this written out when you get signed up as well. Okay. Bruce is asking about, he says, I've seen some other options out there for building a directory of some kind out in the world. How am I going to compare you guys to anybody else? So here's the one thing you have to keep in mind. Could you go out there and spend some money on another, directory, mechanism to put onto a website? Sure, you can. What you're not going to get is the business side of things. Not to mention, I think ours looks better and works better. But what you're not going to get is the ability to actually run a business. We are not telling you that you are going to start the next Yelp. Okay, we're not going to. We are telling you that you are going to be able to start a local business directory that is targeting local consumers, that is designed to get the attention of local consumers and shoppers and get them to spend their money locally. We're talking about local business listings and only that, and that's what's important. We have all the tools and all the backup in place to help you be as successful as you possibly can. Let's see. Yvonne is asking, how do we stand out as a directory when there are other directories out there already? It's a good question, Yvonne. So I mentioned Yelp just now, and you're probably thinking, well, yeah, I mean, I know I've seen others in like a local search sometimes. So if I'm going to pitch a business owner on this, how am I supposed to stand out? And here's the deal, Yvonne, you don't have to. Okay. First of all, it's going to be easy too because your site's going to look awesome. It's going to be hyper local. It's going to be beautiful and all that stuff. But you don't even have to, and I'll tell you why. When it comes to like when you're choosing to buy a car, you're either going to choose this car or you're going to choose that car. But when you're buying local advertising, it's never a choice. You want to get into as many things as you possibly can. And if you're offering local advertising for just $49 a month, it's something they can add on to any existing advertising they're doing. If they say, oh, Yvonne, well, I'm already on so-and-so website. Well, guess what? We have a total different audience than them, okay? It's not just about us versus them. You should be advertising as many places as possible. And at $49 a month, you can easily justify that. Can you not? So that's the way that goes. Great question, though, Yvonne. I'm glad you asked that. Let's see. Brett is asking a follow-up question. I have three different packages that I want to run at different prices. Do you think that's a good idea? Yeah, I do think it's a good idea. That's why every time you go into Burger King or McDonald's or whatever, you're going to see an option for small, medium, and large, right? Three options helps people put things in perspective for themselves. So it's really good idea to have three different plans. You may get most people just signing up for the middle plan. It's okay, all right? So don't worry about that. Let's see. Oh, Tonia's saying, hey, can I offer discounts for my advertisers for sign up with me? Yes, we have a coupon code feature built into the platform. So if someone's like, oh, well, I wish the price was a little bit less. Great. Okay. Here's a coupon code, save 20. And when you sign up to get a listing on our site, type that in, you'll get 20% off for the life of our business relationship. It's a very effective way to close some deals very quickly. Don't ever let price get in the way of you closing a deal. You can always offer them a discount to commit. You want that commitment as soon as possible. Derek's saying, hey, what about a logo? So Derek, we offer, and I like your little Batman icon there. What about a logo? Yeah, Derek, look, every site needs a logo on it. And we don't care who you get the logo from. We offer logo design services as well. Doesn't matter who you get it from. What's important is that you get a logo. Brett is saying, what if I'm trying to pitch someone, but they're not in front of a computer? Okay, wait till they are. It's most effective when you can show them what you're looking at. Do you have to? No. You can also describe it to them on the phone. You can also just sell them on the advantages. You can text them a photo of what their listing looks like. You have other options. Let's see. Julie is asking, how easy is it to add a new business on the site? What is a typical ETA? Julie, you'll have, and I see Brian answered you, but I think that I think he mistyped. Getting a business listing added to your site should take you no more than like 5 to 7 minutes tops. And you're going to get faster and faster every single time. So I'm talking about taking all the images, all the reviews, all that, everything, and getting it added to their listing, maybe 5 or 7 minutes. And you're going to make it look dynamite in that amount of time. If we're talking about adding, all the businesses on your site, I usually recommend you add 20 and 30 listings to start, make it populated, make it look good, and that gives you a huge head start. Let's see. Derek says, can I edit the categories? Yes, of course you can edit the categories. You can do a fave icon, whatever you need to do. Ronell is asking, can I integrate this platform into another website that I have? I don't know exactly how to answer that question. It kind of depends. I mean, you can use like an iframe code and pretty much pull any site into any other site, but I'm not sure if that's what you had in mind. Derek said, I feel like the domain name that I want isn't available. Are there other suggestions for good domain names? Heck yeah. And we do have articles on this so that you can understand what, best practices are for naming your website and finding a good domain that goes with it. And Derek said, all right, cool. I'm starting this in North Carolina. Sweet. Happy to have you on board. And actually, Brett's telling us he's already signed up. Thinks it's an amazing platform. Okay, cool. Glad you're doing this anyway. That's great. Um, let's see. Is there anything else that I have not gotten to? If you feel like I missed your question by accident, just post it one more time. We're going to wrap this up in like literally 30 seconds. So I want to make sure we get to everyone's stuff the best that we can here. You asked. Oh, Derek says about territory. So no, you can work in any territory, any area that you want. My personal suggestion is focus on your town or city, wherever you're located. Focus on a town or city you know the best, that you have a relationship with, maybe a couple of business owners with. I wouldn't start doing like, oh, I'm doing the entire East Coast. Like that's just like a little nutso. But focus on a specific area that you think is. It doesn't have to be huge either. Like I've seen people be successful in areas that have like 8,000 population. Like it doesn't have to be big. And that's the thing too. Like if you keep it hyper local, you're really going to get the attention of local businesses. And then look, start a second site, start a third site, start a fifth site. We have lots of guys with I think close to a dozen sites. Okay. You have one for each area that you're going to serve. And it's a great way to have that hyper local feel at all times. Once you get a process down for building the listings out, selling them, whatever, you can just duplicate that process in another market and then do this over and over and over and over again. Last question I'm going to take for today, because I want to let you guys go. Julie's asking, I currently own another business. Can I add this site to my existing website for my customers to find local businesses? Yeah, either you add it to the site, or actually what you might want to do is just have a link. You can put this on a subdomain. So like, let's just say your site is, juliesfinds.com. I don't know. You can have a subdomain, which is directory.juliesfinds.com. So it's still on your domain name, but technically on a subdomain. So you just link off to that from your navigation bar, from a big fat button on your site. It says, hey, check out all the local businesses, coupons, events, and deals in the area. Pop them over to there, which is going to be your ideal directory site, and then you're golden. For everyone else who doesn't have an existing website, you're just going to find a good .com or .net or .whatever, assign it to the site, and you're good to go. All right, let's wrap this up. Thank you all so much for being a part of this today. If any other questions come through, you can continue to type them in even after I end this event, and we will make sure we get everyone's questions answered. So long. Have a great rest of the day. Talk to you all later. Bye-bye.